Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Sweet cut there. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Running behind that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying play action. Quarterback adapted. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. 14, Texas.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Snowed under by the defense. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he hauled it in, but couldn't quite get it to the end zone. Defense forces him out of bounds at the 3. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Texas. Texas.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes the connection. And he's running in the open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
Touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Number 81. Catch in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Brings up second down.
They want to just keep throwing it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. This time it's complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Throws to the back. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Zone is
those eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground game on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Running it to the right. Still on his feet. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So
lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, tried to cut to the inside. We're just not able to be on the same page there.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic game.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Throwing right. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
2nd down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeper. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Looking to move it through the air. That pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back home. Go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 82 with the grab and the score.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
34, Texas, 17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
To kick this one away. Texas.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hussein. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Oh, it's a reverse. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Lofts one high and deep. And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's back to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got out of trouble and throws. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. On second down, just keeps firing. Steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Got enough space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. They'll line up to go for two.
Easy.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Set.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. The lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter. I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Jones to throw. By himself, he makes the grab. Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Easy. Lion. Tuna. Hornet.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked. running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Number 6.
He'll try to tack on one more.
The kicker is on the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. And we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good at it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss.